A cat just ran away from her own wedding, and her family has no idea where she is. Welcome to the world of Kitty. If you're new here, hit subscribe because you do not want to miss what happens next. Kitty's sister Frisky is gone. The car is gone, and somehow it falls on Kitty and her little sister Bingo to find her, with their dad Bandit driving like his life depends on it. "She went that way," says a police officer they flagged down on Maple Street. "I pulled her over for speeding about 10 minutes ago." Kitty grabs Bingo's paw. "That's definitely Frisky," and just like that, they have a lead. But back at home, things aren't exactly calm either. Grandma Nana is trying to keep the little ones entertained with a game of musical statues, and it is not going well. "I don't want to play," says little Coco, crossing her arms. "Me neither," says Milo. Nana takes a deep breath. She looks around. Nobody moves. I see. She hits play anyway, and somehow, miraculously, tiny feet start moving. Even Bandit's wife Chili, still in her fancy outfit from the ceremony, gets pulled into the chaos. Arms up, hips swaying, the whole living room suddenly becomes a dance floor. There's something about music that just does that to a family, isn't there? And speaking of family moments, we want to hear from you. Drop in the comments, has anyone in your family ever done something completely unexpected that left everyone scrambling? Because what Frisky did today might just top them all. Keep watching, you'll see why. Meanwhile, little Bingo has been busy. She moved her bed to where Kitty's used to be, just so she could see Malcolm the hamster from a better angle. "He's not doing much," Kitty observes. "Come on, Malcolm, do something," Bingo whispers at the cage. Then comes the real negotiation of the morning. Gloria, a stuffed rabbit, a Christmas gift from Grandpa, that, as the story goes, Grandpa forgot to get Bingo anything that year, so Kitty said, "Fine, she can be both of ours," is now the subject of a full diplomatic summit. "She could stay in your room tonight," Kitty offers. Kitty pauses. Thinks. Bingo smiles. That's sisterhood right there. No lawyers needed. Back in the kitchen, Bandit is attempting to teach Bingo how to crack an egg. This is going about as well as you'd expect. 1, 2, 3, he counts. "Bingo?" asks. Bingo holds the shell up to the bowl, determined. She taps. She taps again. She taps with the confidence of someone who has absolutely no idea what they're doing. And then the whole thing goes sideways. Shell, yolk, counter, everywhere. "It's fine," says Bandit immediately. He hands her another egg. "Try again, sweetheart. Hold it like this. Tap, not smash." Bingo nods very seriously. She smashes it again. They finally spot Frisky's car parked outside the juice bar. Kitty jumps out before Bandit even fully stops. Inside, Frisky is sitting alone at a corner table, staring at a mango smoothie like it personally offended her. She looks up, and something in her face breaks open just a little. "A police officer," Bingo says cheerfully. Frisky puts her face in her hands. Kitty slides into the seat across from her. She doesn't say anything right away. That's the thing about knowing someone your whole life. Sometimes silence says more than any question could. Are you wondering what Frisky says next? Stay with us, because what she admits in the next few minutes changes everything. Back home, the afternoon has turned into a full family court session. It started with Coco and Milo arguing over who started what in the backyard. Then it escalated to someone being called a watermelon-headed lady, which, for the record, is not allowed in this house. Then Sharon got involved. Then the trampoline came up. Grandma Nana presided over all of it with the patience of someone who has seen everything twice. "You? Movie time," Nana announced, cutting through all of it. And just like that, chaos became couch. A miracle, really. Someone in the household also decided this was an excellent morning to demand cereal, specifically heavy cereal. "Heavy cereal," said little Pip, very firmly. Said Chili. It turns out Pip had gotten completely fixated on the word, not the food, not the bowl, just the word, and was now repeating it with the kind of conviction usually reserved for court hearings and wedding vows. "Is this cereal?" Bandit asked, lifting the box. Pip stared at him. Nobody fully solved this one. They moved on. There's also a birthday party invitation somewhere in this house, and it has completely vanished. Chili is searching through every drawer, every bag, every couch cushion. The address is on it. The party is today. "Yeah," she finally calls. tucked behind a stack of drawings near the fridge, right next to a reminder that yes, someone does still need to brush their teeth before leaving the house. You know who you are. Upstairs, the royal court is in full session. Bingo has decided she is the queen. She is seated on the highest point available, which is a pile of pillows, and she is accepting visitors. Yes, yes. We love you, your highness. Yes. Kitty appears in the doorway. She surveys the scene. A very long pause from the throne. Fine. 3 dances. Kitty steps forward.
The crowd, which is mostly stuffed animals and one confused hamster, erupts. The new queen dances, and honestly, she's pretty good. And then, Bandit, who has been watching from the hall, gets recruited into the whole thing. "Make Dad dance," Bingo whispers. "On it," says Kitty. He tries to escape. He does not escape. Chili gets involved. Within 60 seconds, both parents are fully dancing in the hallway, and the girls are losing their minds laughing. This is what you don't see in the highlight reel. This, right here. The hallway, the socks on the tile floor, Dad attempting a spin he hasn't tried in 20 years, Mom doing surprisingly well. Out by the stream near the park, Bandit shows the girls a spot he used to play at as a kid. "It's beautiful over here," Kitty says. "It's even prettier on this side," Bandit agrees. He points out which ones are solid, which ones move, which ones are slippery with algae. Bingo immediately steps on the wrong one. "That's the one that moves," Bandit says, half a second too late. She makes it across anyway, arms out, one wobbly step at a time, and she makes it. "I ate a little mud," she announces on the other side. "You'll survive," says Bandit. At the juice bar, Frisky finally talks. She says she wasn't sure, that's all. That she stood at the beginning of the aisle and she just wasn't sure. And instead of saying that out loud to anyone, she got in her car and drove. "I know that wasn't the right thing to do," she says. "No," Kitty agrees. A pause. "But we get it," Bingo says quietly. Frisky looks at her little niece, and she laughs, just a small one, through whatever she's feeling. They sit together for a while, 3 cats in a juice bar, not fixing anything, just being there, which is sometimes all you can do. That evening, back home, Grandpa Bob's travel photo book comes out. Bob the cat has been everywhere. Scotland with the terriers, karate at Jasper's house, a holiday snapshot that makes everyone gasp. "Bob, you've really been around," says Chili. "I hope today makes it into the book too," says Bandit. The girls look at each other. Yeah, it probably should. Bingo climbs up next to Grandpa. Kitty leans against Bandit's shoulder. Outside, the light is going gold. And somewhere across town, Frisky is still sitting with her smoothie, but now she's on the phone, talking, finally talking. Tomorrow is going to be a whole other adventure. But today was enough. See you next time, and don't forget to leave your comment below. We're reading every single one.